Hi, and welcome to the Frame Solution podcast. Happy 2021. I hope and pray that 2021 turns out to be a better year than 2020. So, for this first episode of the year, I'd like to talk about some of the things that I'm hoping to change in 2021. I must admit that in 2020, my life was all over the place. I was trying a lot of things. I just had my son. I was trying to adjust to motherhood, trying to keep my home together. Yeah, it was quite a challenging year, but as they say, no condition is permanent. I got through it. So for this year, 2021, I have a few things that I've decided to do, and I'm going to be sharing with you some of the different areas of my life that I would like to change or improve, in hopes that I give you some encouragement and also some way to look at your life. First and foremost, in 2020, I often went to bed late and I woke up very early because I had a newborn. But now that he's sleep trained and he can go to bed anytime, I would like to go to bed at least latest by 10 p.m. and wake up by 5 so that I can be able to do my morning rituals and my morning routine. So for my morning routine, I would like to include 1 hour of a workout. Also wake up and do my daily devotion and my meditation and my prayer before I can start the day, because I noticed that during the day it's often hard for me to just get time and zone out and just be quiet or try to do things that I would like to do. And starting my morning very early will help me do something for myself before everyone else in my household wakes up. So my plan is to wake up at 5 a.m., do my prayer and daily devotion, work out, possibly go for a run or gym if gyms are open, or work out from home, and start my day on a good note. Because I notice that if I start my day with a workout, the rest of the things fall in place easily. Why? Because I'll make better choices when it comes to breakfast and what I'll eat. I basically don't eat bad food or junk. I usually cook most of my meals, but on days that I wake up, I would decide to forego a cook in the morning if they're there, and I would decide to have probably an oatmeal or eggs or something that is bodybuilding because I put in the work. So I would like to change that and create a morning routine that will involve me waking up early. That's one of the things I would like to do. And given that today is my last day of just chilling and relaxing before I officially start my new year, this will be my way of doing things by tomorrow. So as I've spoken about eating, what I'd like to do, I'd like to start eating a rainbow. By eating a rainbow means that my plate should be basically comprising of colorful foods, less processed foods, and eating more vegetables, drinking more water, eating my protein and any of the colored fruits throughout the day. The other aspect of my life I would like to take control of is my money. I'd like to take charge of my money and control my finances better in 2021. In 2020, I didn't spend a lot because most of the time I was home. But when it came to the Christmas period, I overspent, bought lots, went out many times, and rejoiced because December is my birthday month. So I give myself lots of treat. So this year I would like to take charge of my money and also take charge of my businesses and my sources of income so that I have a streamlined way of looking at my finances to be in a better financial state by the end of the year. The other thing I'd like to do is to explore a new hobby, and my 2 hobbies for 2021 will be swimming and tailoring. I'm not a very good swimmer. I'd like to unlearn what I learned and learn a new hobby, which would be swimming. So I'm signing up for swimming classes, and I'll be sure to tell you how that goes by the mid of the year. The other thing I'd like to take up is tailoring. I'd like to learn more how to do my own clothes or do some kind of tailoring. just to have a skill outside other skills. The other thing I've decided to do is start different side hustles. Yes, if you haven't heard, I have 3 side hustles, but one of them is based in Australia, supplying Ugandan food and making Ugandan foods that are not accessible to the rest of the people. So I've decided to start up a new venture. It's going to be small scale for starters, because I'm just trying it out to see if it works. And it's called SoUG Food Choice. So that's already running, and I'm already on Instagram trying to put up menus, and also I've gotten my few orders in already. So I've started a side hustle already, and it's just 10 days into January, and I'm happy with how I'm going with that. The other thing I always do at the end of the year and the beginning of the year is to declutter my closet and declutter my life. By decluttering my closet, I've decided to take most of my clothes that I've not been wearing the past years or the past year, because the other year I was pregnant, so I wouldn't fit in many of them. But this past year, clothes that I've not worn and I feel like someone else would need them, I've decided to give them out to charity, and I've taken a few bags to the different charity organizations next to my home. So I'm doing good at that. I also want to declutter my digital space. I noticed that I have a lot of apps that I haven't used in the past. I have lots and lots of apps. Sometimes you download an app, you're thinking that, oh, if I download this app, I might use it, or you use it for a week or two, and after that, it goes down the shelf. So you end up finding that it's taking up all this space on your phone and you're not using it. So I've decluttered my phone and gotten rid of apps that I haven't used in the past and apps that do not serve me anymore. Next thing I would like to venture in is to redecorate my home, make it more peaceful for my child, and also make it more peaceful for myself. I noticed that we often, as humans, we often tend to cling to lots of things, or because of sentimental attachment and all. So I've decided to declutter my home and get rid of stuff that I'm not using, give them away, redecorate, and just make it more homely and pleasant for my household and my child. This year, I would like to focus on giving more to people and giving more of my knowledge to others, because I noticed that often as humans, as the humanity needs all, we often like people to give us. We are more inclined to ask for help or look out for free things. This year, it's my purpose that I want to be able to give out to other people, and if someone needs help in terms of anything career-wise, anything that I'm good at, I'll be more than willingly to give them help this year. I've done in the past, and I find that I'm very, very good at giving. So I want to give and also give back to charity back home in Uganda. Yeah, and I'm still doing my research to find the good charity organization that I'll be able to give back to. Yeah, if you know any, please just send me a message, or get in my DM or send me a message or an email, and I'll be sure to look out for that charity. The other thing I want to do is to change my mindset on things that are holding me back. I've thought about this. It's quite strange that sometimes you find yourself stuck with a given mindset because you think, most times it's because of fear, most times you don't know, you don't have the knowledge when it comes to changing your mindset in that aspect of life. For example, for a long time I've been scared of starting up a side hustle, as everyone calls it, because I'm scared that people will judge me, or that I'll fail, or that I don't have the capacity to do something different from everyone else. But I'd like to break this habit, and I'm going to work towards becoming better when it comes to entrepreneurship and using my brain and also using my skills to make something for myself and for my family. As someone who comes from Uganda, when people see you making a side hustle, they think you are struggling financially, or you are in debt, but sometimes you're not just struggling, sometimes you just want to venture into something new. So I've changed my mindset to open up different side hustles for myself and my family, just to explore and see that if I did this, what would happen at the end of the day, just to explore and find out what would happen. I would also like to break a bad habit. My bad habit is sometimes I'm so lazy to clean up. I like clean places, but sometimes I'm very lazy when it comes to taking away things or closing bottles and stuff. So this year I'm making it a point that I can be able to, after I've used something, I take it away. If I've eaten on a plate, I take it to the sink. If I've opened a can of sugar or a can of anything, I close it and put it back where it's supposed to be. I want to break that bad habit when it comes to organization and cleanliness, because at the end of the day, I still have to do the work. Do it first and foremost. If I do it as soon as I use it, I'm more inclined to be more organized. The last thing I would like to do is to connect with a family member or a friend. Given that I live in a different time zone for most of my family members and friends, it's usually hard for me to get in touch. But this year I'll make it a point so that I can connect with my family members and my friends through the different platforms that are available, so that I can keep in touch and not feel like we're strangers in case we meet in the nearby future. So I'll go over these points again. I'd like to create a morning routine, eat a rainbow, take better care and control of my money, create a better morning routine, explore a new hobby or skill, start a side hustle, declutter my life and my digital space, redecorate my home, focus on giving and contribution, change a mindset that's holding me back, and break a bad habit. I hope you've learned a thing from this podcast, and I hope I've given you inspiration to check the different aspects of your life and to figure out things that you'd like to improve in 2021. Let's start this year on a new slate and let us focus on developing ourselves and getting better. If you've learned a thing or two from this podcast, please subscribe to this podcast wherever you listen your podcast at. Share with a friend. Follow us on Instagram. And also, do not forget, personal development is a personal thing. You have to do your best to become better. Your own self. You need to take an initiative of your life because no one else is going to live your life for you. So I hope to catch you in the next episode. If you have any questions or any topics that you'd like me to discuss, please send in your requests via email. The email address is theframesolutions@gmail.com. Have yourself an awesome 2021 and speak to you soon.